it's Molly and today I'm here with a hair tutorial video, and I haven't done one of these since absolutely ages ago, like I think it was before Christmas, and I did 4 simple school hairstyles. Today I was Snapchatting my day just as I do every day. If you don't have me on Snapchat, add me, the link will be in the description, but it's just MolzyOlzy, MOLZY, OLZY, and I was Snapchatting my day and somebody Snapchatted me saying, "Hi, I really like your hair in your story, could you do a tutorial on it?" And I was like, yeah, because when I was doing it this morning I was like, wow, this would be quite a good video to film, and as it so happened, one of you guys just thought the same as me, and I am here today filming it for you guys. Also, I just wanted to add how my hair is not in the best of conditions to show you how to do a hairstyle, because my hair at the moment, I'm growing out my hair dye and it's getting to a point where it's beginning to look like I've ombre'd it. So it's starting to be okay, but there are a lot of different colours in my hair at the moment. There are a lot more blondes, there are dark browns, there are light browns, so you're just going to have to go with that. So I've decided to call this the Elsa Braid, as in Elsa from Frozen, because I think it looks kind of similar to how she wears hers in the film, as it's quite puffy and voluminous. So if you want to know how to achieve this hairstyle, carry on watching. Okay, so the first thing that you have to do is obviously make sure that your hair is brushed. I have this hairbrush, which is a Goodies, I think it is. I'm not too sure. Yeah, Goodies, and just make sure that there's not a lot of tangles in your hair, because one of the most annoying things is when you come to plait your hair and then the ends are like not together. Obviously my hair is not clean right now. I'm doing this on 3-day-old hair. Don't judge me, it's disgusting. I've just not had a chance to wash it, because if I want to wash my hair I have to allow like an hour out of my night, and I've been out every evening this week, so washing it is what's going to happen after this video is filmed. But plaits and updos work a lot better on greasier hair anyway. However, to combat the grease a little bit, and also this makes it more textured, easier to stay in place, I'm using this Baptiste dry shampoo in the scent Floral and Flirty. I don't really know. Is this the original? I think it might be one. Don't eat it. No. Okay, so I'm just going to spray that over all the roots of my hair. And then you don't want to look like you're going grey, so make sure you've rubbed it in a bit. I already had some of this in my hair, so it's not too bad. But now is when the tricky bit starts to happen. If you cannot plait or can't braid, then I'm going to try and teach you, but maybe watch some other people's videos on how to plait before you try this, because this is like an Elsa braid with quite a lot of volume on the top. It brings it down the side. So I'm going to show you guys how I do it. Also, if these lights behind you are like twinkling and flashing, just ignore it. There's something wrong with the like little battery box, I don't know. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is bring it all behind my head, so that it's like this. And I'm going to get rid of my parting so that it looks something like this. Then I take the absolute most top bit, so the very front closest to your actual forehead, and split it into 3 parts. So like this, so you've got 3 parts, and then I start it off just as you would do a normal plait. So over, make sure to pull the first one really tight, and then that one. Okay, and then once you've got that, so that it's on the front, get this front bit, let it flop down onto your face, and just pick it back up with a little bit of hair. Really, Rain? You choose now to start raining. Go up with a little bit of hair from the front, so that you're making the piece of hair that you're taking back up bigger. So you've still got your 3 pieces. You've got the one you started out with, the other one you started out with, and then the bigger bit. So you pull that over like you would do a regular plait. Oh my god, the rain! This video, the audio is going to be like... You do the same with the other bit. So you've got 2 bits from each side, slightly bigger, and then you've just got 1 bit left, which is this bit here. And you do the same with this bit from the other side. Now obviously it depends where you're going as to how you want it. I like mine quite loose, it makes it a lot more voluminous, but if you're like Erin, who's my friend, best friend, sorry Erin, like do dance shows and stuff, you're going to want it really tight, close to your head, so you wouldn't want it how I'm doing it, but just know that you can pull it tighter or looser, it all depends on you. Also, because I'm looking here, this is where the mirror is, I'm not just ignoring you. So now you've got this. So you've still got your 3 sections, they're all just slightly wider than when you started out. So make sure that they're not all knotted with other sections. And then go back to where you started and do the same 3 again. Okay, so then you're back to the same point. So you've got 3 strands of hair, again just slightly chunkier. I'm going to turn with my back to you now so that I can finish this off so that you can see how I'm doing it. So then you go back to this one on this side and you get a bit of hair from the front, join it up like that and cross it over to the back. Then you end up with this bit as the next bit, so you take a bit from the front, bring it over to the back, and then you go back to this bit and take a bit, well it's not really the front anymore, take it over to the back, and you guys can probably see what I'm doing better than me explaining it. Okay, so then when you get to this point, it's just a regular plait from there onwards. Okay, so I then spin this back round to the side of my head and plait it there to finish it off at the front. You can leave as much hair as you want out of it at the bottom. It is completely up to you. I like to do mine quite low to the bottom of my hair because I have quite long hair, so the longer you go down with the plait, the longer it makes your hair look. Why do you have to pick now to have a thunderstorm? Really? So obviously then you can bobble it, or you can put a loom band in it, because me and my friends, a couple of them, do that at the end, or you can put hair elastics in, but what I find is a really good alternative to hair plastics, like if you ever had braces and had elastic bands, they give you way too many elastic bands, so I put them in the end of my hair. So then what I do to make it a lot more Elsa-y is you want a lot more volume. Like this at the moment is quite flat, quite thin. It's not particularly complimentary to your hair. Unless you have really thick hair, then you don't want to make it bushier, but I'm just going to pull this out a lot. So that gives your actual plait a lot more volume, which I think works a lot better when you're just wearing one plait. If you're wearing 2, then they're going to be thinner anyway, so people would expect that. But the bushier, the thicker your plait, I think the more it works, especially if your hair's quite long and it's really thin, it's not particularly nice. Okay, so then to finish it off, I'm just going to run my hands through my actual hair so that it just puffs it up quite a lot, it makes it a lot bushier. If you have any loops, you can put hair grips in, but hair grips in plaits can go a bit funny, so I would just leave it, because plaits aren't always meant to be neat. Like, they come out throughout the day anyway, bits of hair come out. That's completely fine. Like, everybody's hair does that, especially if you have layers. It's very difficult to work with hair. And I do this on days for school when my hair's either greasy or I'm not having a lot of time, because personally for me it takes me a lot longer to sit down to straighten my hair, and then I go outside and it usually rains and it curls anyway. So something like this is just a lot simpler. It's out of your face, but it's still quite like stylish. It looks like you've put effort in, but really you haven't. Like, okay, so then what makes it quite Elsa-y is if you turn to the side, you get quite a lot of volume and quite a lot of like puff, and I really like it because it gives your head a lot more height, and also if you're quite small it makes you look taller. So that is my finished makeup, no it's not. That's my finished hair tutorial. If you like me doing hair tutorials, be sure to give it a thumbs up. I personally don't think I'm very good at explaining things, so I'm so sorry if you have tried to follow it at home and it's gone completely wrong because I can't explain things. That's my fault and I'm sorry about that. But leave video suggestions down below, because as I already said, I love it when you guys suggest videos. I've had a couple in the last week that are actually genuinely really good ideas, and because I know that you guys want me to do them, it makes it more interesting, because I'm like, yeah, they want this because I've asked for it. So be sure to comment any ideas down below, and I shall see you on the weekend with a vlog. Bye guys!